If you're buying a house in this market, what you need to do is you need to have a sophisticated approach to buying it. What was great about working with Zach was he gave you all the options, and he even tried to get some inside information from whatever the seller's representative would get for him. He would try to use that in the process of, hey, how are we going to go out this? Because it's not as if you are the only buyer out there in this market. There are a ton of buyers out there. Prices go 5, 10, 15% over the asking price. And if it's one you really want, you have to work with your agent to figure out how to get it. Well, there was almost a time there where I wanted to give up on the process a little bit and say, oh, bag it. This market is too tough. When you're in there and you're making an offer and there's 3, 4, 5 other offers per place, it gets pretty frustrating. And what's great about Zach is that he said, hey, that's fine, that's okay. You can step back and, if you don't want to look for a while, we can do that. Or you can just kind of keep looking on your own, but I'll keep sending you things that work for you. And in the end, I'm glad I stuck with it, because this has turned out really well for me. And gosh, the market just keeps burgeoning. It's really unbelievable. The overall thing, it was a lot of fun. So Zach and I would go out, we'd see a house that was terrible. And then we'd get out of that house and we'd laugh about it and say, there's no way they're going to get this for this house. There's just no way. And in the end, maybe they did. We didn't follow up on all of them. But I think when the process is fun, it makes it a lot more enjoyable for everybody. And then, of course, when the outcome is the most important thing. But if you have fun doing it, that's super. You need somebody that you can feel totally comfortable with. So when you walk into a place, you can't stand it. You need to be able to tell your agent, hey, I can't stand this place. I don't like it. Even if you can't even understand why you don't like it for whatever reason. So being vulnerable, being honest, and you can totally do that with Zach. He's very open. Doesn't matter what you're going to say. He's not really going to come back to you and say, well, that's wrong, because there's really nothing wrong or wrong about the process. It's just the process that you go through. So if you're buying your first house, I think Zach would be a great partner for you to go through the process with. Would I recommend Zach to others? I would totally recommend Zach to others. I think he's a great partner for you to have in the process, whether it is your first house, whether you're an experienced home buyer, whether you're selling your house. I think he'd probably do a fantastic job of representing you out to that market where you need somebody that can negotiate with a buyer or with a seller. So I'm going to recommend Zach to all my friends and relatives if I ever find out that they're doing a house deal.
Thank you.
All right.
Awesome.
Okay.
That was good.
Good enough?